Once upon a time, there was a small village where a businessman lived with his 3 daughters. After losing his wealth, he was living an ordinary and simple life while facing difficulties. He once had a lot of wealth, but now his life was full of difficulties, where he had to work hard every day.
One day, the businessman got the news that his old ship is still sailing in the sea. A ray of hope arose in his heart. He says to himself that he has not lost everything yet.
He holds his hand tightly. After years of despair, a new hope has arisen. He decides that this time he will return to his fate again. When the businessman asked his daughters what gift they wanted for his return, the older daughters asked for expensive jewelry and valuables. But the youngest daughter, Beauty, said very simply,
"Father, I just want a rose."
His innocence and simplicity touched the heart of the businessman, and he promised that he would definitely bring a beautiful rose for his little Beauty. With his last strength, the businessman sought hope from his lost ship.
But fate had something else in store for him, which pulled him towards a palace hidden in a snowstorm.
A palace that was filled with strange magical powers. Inside the palace was full of warmth and food. It seemed as if an invisible guest was welcoming him and giving him shelter from the storm. He was so tired that he ate and slept on the bed.
The next morning he woke up and found that the storm had stopped. He had breakfast and set out to return home.
When he came out of the palace, he saw a garden of beautiful roses and remembered his promise to Beauty. He plucked a beautiful rose. Then the demon appeared. He came in anger and hit hard, and everything was shaken by his terrible face.
But the demon, angry at the theft, the businessman said that he wanted this rose for his daughter, whose name is Beauty. The demon asked for a heavy price for the rose, and he was given the condition that Beauty would have to be brought to the palace to serve him. The businessman was frightened, but assuming that he had no other option, he said yes.
Returning home, the businessman shared a story with Beauty, who, despite being frightened, agreed to go to the demon with her bravely. Beauty arrives at the palace, where she is welcomed with great clothes and delicious food.
Every night, the demon asks her to marry him, but she refuses.
"I can't marry such a creature that I don't know."
The demon left without saying anything. After a while, Beauty dreams of her father's illness and expresses her desire to return from the demon.
The demon, however, is sad, agrees to one condition: he will have to return within a week. At home, Beauty enjoys time with her family, but on the 7th day she dreams of the demon's death.
"I have to go back, I can't let her suffer."
She runs back to the palace, her heart is beating fast. When she arrived, Beauty found the demon lying in the garden, where she had met him for the first time. You came back. Seeing her pain, Beauty realizes her true feelings.
"I love you and will marry you."
As soon as she says, the demon turns into the prince of her dreams.
"I got a curse that broke with your love."
Beauty and the prince share a loving gaze, understanding the depth of their bond. And in this way, Beauty and her prince will always be happy. An evidence of the power of love that is beyond all show.